Assalamu alaikum and hello and hi. This is Jalal Syed from my YouTube, and today's book is International Relations of Asia. This is a very cute. I won't be wrong if I don't call it cute. It's really informative book and not something that a very fictional book. No, it's not like Harry Potter that you'd be like in amusement and for the amusement and such things. No, it's the book. The name you can like access from that International Relations of Asia. It's a non-fictional and a book of international relations and all about like it's about the politics, more about, like, if we say it's the author of that is David and Michael Yehuda. There are many chapters in this book, and this is just edited by the author is like David and Michael Yehuda, but it is edited by both of these authors, and there are also several chapters that is written, and the authors of those chapters are some other people. Many of them are from Asia and especially from India, and we would talk about these Indian authors later in this video. It's very huge. I mean, it has a huge bunch of knowledge. The first chapters are very, like, it was turned a headache for me, a person like me who is like an engineering student. It's really studying international relations and the kind of information that I've never been like. I wasn't into it, and like theories of IR and realism, liberalism, constructivism. These are the major, I would call it the major theories of IR. The realism, that is, these all the things, I've heard it from an author. It is really very good author, and I just read about, I just watched his videos on YouTube. He called the theories the lenses. He called all IR theories are the lenses that people uses. Many like the stat head use these lenses, and through this he sees the power, or like in these realism and liberalism and constructivism, these are all theories. Liberalism is like the lens of the power, and the people who use this lens, he just proliferate the power, and he just sees the state as a power, and other is liberalism, and who the people who opt the liberalism, or who are liberalists, those people are more inclined toward the free trade and business between the states. It's all about the state. And the third one is like constructivism. This is a new and a very pragmatic one, where a community, the building community of like where the focuses are more on community building. So these are the theories that state head uses for to build their state upon. Some of the states heads are the liberalist and new realist and constructivist, I would call these people, and I don't know that that head of the state is called or not, but it's something that you should know about the IR theories before you go into studying a state and how they are like diplomatic things like that. So in the first chapters, it's comprised of like it tells you about these theories, and the author has really it tells you and explain you about the situation of Asia, and also tells you that like what state are using which of the theory. So for a person like me, the chapter of that theories was really very hard for me, but I'm not forgetting on that. It was it created a headache of me, but I learned a lot of things. I learned liberalism and new realist constructivist. I have no idea before reading this book, and a person like me who is reading the who is pursuing the engineering and studying these theories are really very hard for me. But it went really well, and I read this book in about. It took me like a little bit long. I mean, 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks to go through this book, because there was not just a story. The book is like every single page and every single chapter has like its own bunch of knowledge and some kind of new things there are. So I have to focus and reread the chapter and reread the sentence, and carefully I was studying this book like a course. It was a course for me to learn the IR theories and how the state is like run, and all these things. And and the next chapters, and the book is all about the Asia, South Asia, Southeast, Northeast, and North, like these all about these things. So the authors, they compare the West and the Asia. So what is the difference between the West and the Asia? So the thing that I've learned in this book, that I saw that like where the West is heading and where the Asia is heading. Asia was backward, but yet it passes slow, but it's really working toward modernization, and the economic prosperity is like it is going into that pace. So the difference between the West and the Asia is, if we look into security. So the West is more like central, that is more like united, and and on the other hand, the Asia is more solicited, or in the state of solidarity. If we see the China, that is a state of its own. Pakistan, that is a state of its own. India, and all these states are like they have no bounds. Like the China and Pakistan, they have like really good relationships, but we are talking about the whole of the Asia. Like the West has the NATO, and the Asia don't have such things. Like we have so indulged into geographical clashes, that we are not like we don't think for the unification. So if we become unified, we would be strengthened against the West, because West is hegemon here. The United States is a really a big hegemon here. He is like ruling many states here. Afghanistan, today the Afghanistan, I'm making this video in August 18, and now the Taliban have taken over the Kabul, and the reign of the Kabul in Afghanistan is now in the hands of Taliban. But the the US hegemon and their power has been really very impressive here in Asia. Like a power of the West is coming here and just dirtying in their dirtying his hands in the politics of Asia. That is a very big thing. But now we see the Asia is like coming into economic prosperity, and the China is rising. It would not be wrong if I say that China has risen to some state that is equivalent to the US. But now still the US has influence here in the Asia. So if we talk about the relationship of the Asia between the Asian states, the China and the Japan, they have like a good trade relation. They are the biggest importer and exporter of each other, but diplomatically on the state, they are rival of each other. When the Japan was going for United Nations Security Council, it was the China who opposed the Japanese, and there are many things that is going on between the states. So why the Asia is not coming into unification is that we are against everywhere between like and statins. The states are quarreling between each other, and the West. And so, what is the difference? Like, the West is unified, they have the NATO, and that you go there, you cannot like do such things what they are doing here. They will not let you to do anything else in the West. They would not let any of the Asian power, whether they become the superpower or that or something else, but they will not let anyone else to dirty their hands in the politics or just influence. They would not let anyone else. I mean West, because they are united, and the Asia is not. Everyone is like its own power. Everyone is like a solicited, like the trade. I'm not talking about the trade. Trade is like the trade is going on between the China and the India. I'm very bad with the names, but the India and China, the trade is in the billions. But if we see in the politics, both are quarreling on some tiny, or I don't think so that is worth or more worth to become the flash point, like the between the China and India. They are quarreling, and their clashes are on a geostrategic. On there is some part in Kashmir that is they are quarreling between each other, and there have been a very intense situation, and they have been fighting for very long, and there have been some of the brutal wars between China and India. But despite of that, they are doing the business, they are doing the trade with the billions of dollars between any rival state. Like China, and like if we see the biggest rival in Asia, and who have the they could cause the atomic blast, that is the China, and that is the Pakistan and India. Both are trading with each other. It's about state quarrel. Why we state are not unifying? Let's all the state unite, and let become the Asia, the more secure area, region like the West. The reason is that why are we not like the Asia? Why the Asia is not coming into unification is that the Asia is a diverse. There is a very diverse country. It's unlike the West. West has they have same kind of people and the same creed. Somehow they are like if we see the many people they are living in speaking English, they have the same history and all these things. So if we talk about the US and Canada, so what is the difference between if we see to the Indian to the US people, or to the what I call that Canadian people. If we see both of the people, you would not distinguish between who is the US citizen and who is the Canadian citizen. So the diversification is not so much there. So they are united with each other. And in the Asia, everyone is diverse. The religion, Pakistan and India both have the Hindu and Muslim. So the unification of both are really very hard. In the Pakistan, it's like if you are insulting someone, if you are insulting a Muslim, call him a Hindu. And the situation is the same. If you are insulting a Hindu in India, call him Pakistani, or call him, I call him Muslim. So the diversification is so much that we are not coming for the unification. So the book is very, very good for to understand the international relations of Asia. International relations of Asia mean that what is going on in the Asia, and like 80% of the trade that is being done in Asia is state to state. Like in Asia, they are trading with each other. Like 80% they trade with each other. So that is a good point, but there should be a unification so that we could improve our constructivism. Constructivism means that building the social community building. So the book is really very it's a hard book for a person like me. A person like me, I mean a person who is studying the engineering. And if you want, the book is written before the 2007 mean 2007, before the 2007. The all the statistics and the analysis are before like up to 2007. So I forgot that. But if you want to study about the relations of Asia, if there isn't any of the, there are a bunch of books, like new books, so go for it. And if you cannot find one, so International Relations of Asia edited by David and Michael Yehuda is really very good. International relation is something that is like changing today. Like the China is the China in the 2007 was not some like what it is now. The author, one thing I've seen that the author has like the statistics is all about statistic is 2005 around that thing. So this, the author has said that the China is on the third largest, like the China is the third largest country, economical country. So today the China is on the second world economy, has its own has second economy. So the statistic like it changes. So go for it, study it if you want to understand the relation between Asia, the states relation. So before that, before this book, I didn't even knew of many things. So it's my first book of like international relations, and I love this subject. And I have another book that is a Stephen Cohen, Shooting for a Century, the solving or the solution between India and Pakistan conundrum or something like that. But the next book would be that is about Pakistan and India. My voice was so thank you. It was a really a boring one, I know. Inshallah I will work on this. There are many things that I went somewhere else, but I will discuss those simple things in another video. Thank you. Um, Thank you.